Well, welcome back to the channel. This is late Friday afternoon. I still have not been to work. The main our road, I call it the main road, but it's really a county road. But our road that our driveway goes to is still in fairly bad shape. Not impassable. My four-wheel drive is what we've been using. We have been in town a few times. I just went today again. The main road, not sure if my work truck will be able to navigate it. It's really icy in certain parts until you get down to where our county road meets the main road. Main roads are fine. It's getting there. The worst part though is our driveway. And what has happened is where it's temperature's gotten so low and everything's turned to ice. There's no way that my van will navigate this driveway or go up the hill. So I was getting ready to work it late yesterday, and I put it off because I don't know if you can tell, but it has started snowing. And between now, which it's actually started a little bit late, it's supposed to have been here around 1 o'clock. It's almost 4 o'clock right now. Between now and tomorrow morning sometime, we're gonna have probably, they're calling for in my area, 3 to 5 inches. Could be it could be 6 inches, 5 inches, or 3 inches, who knows. But it's enough to where I will have to probably plow again down there going up the hill. What I normally do, and what I did this first time that you saw in the last video, if you saw it, was I have edge tamers that I put on my loader bucket, and what that does is keeps you from digging up all your gravel whenever you're plowing your driveway. But so that leaves about a ½ inch, I don't know, between I'm just going to say between a ½ and 3/4 inch layer of snow. Maybe not quite that much. But this time what happened was it warmed up just a little bit when you exposed that, and the sun shined on it a little bit, and then it froze. Temperatures got down to around 0 the other night, and it's a solid sheet of ice. Even our four-wheel drive is sliding going the driveway. So I don't want a chance taking my work truck out on that and having a wreck. That truck is not even a year old yet. So, and I don't think my bosses would want me to either. And the bad part is I'm missing work. But I still feel blessed though, because we could be, even though we're having problems and it's cold here, a couple things is, the biggest thing is, we could be like those families out there in California in those wildfires. I saw this morning on the news that there's been over 1,000 houses burned. It was like they showed a before and after picture, kind of like those floods in North Carolina. And it's devastating. And they've had like 10 people that I know of that they said this morning, may have been more now, but 10 people have died. So there's people that lost everything. There's people that's lost family members. So all I got to do is put up a little ice and missing work. So I think I feel pretty blessed. And I hope if you're all out there in the same situation I'm in, hopefully you can feel that way too. So we're going to carry on. I'm going to go ahead and take this salt down to the building and park the gator. And I'm trying to contemplate whether I'm even going to mess with it, because it's going to be dark here in a little bit. It is going to warm up this weekend. and they're not calling for any more sleet or ice than what we already have. Just snow. So actually, the snow coating, if it's just 3 inches, will be good as far as traction, believe it or not. But if I do salt right now, I'll end up straightening it up with and I will waste the money I spent on 2 bags, 2 50-pound bags, so 100 pounds of salt cost me almost $28. Yeah, that's not price gouging, is it? It's hard to find right now, is what it is. So I didn't even question it because I've got to have it. We don't salt all the time. Usually we scrape the driveway, and once the sun starts shining on it, it'll slowly start thawing it out. And if there's a couple places that aren't, I'll go ahead and salt them. Right here where I'm at by the front door and the porch, this is one of the worst spots because the sun doesn't hit it for very long. It comes over the trailer and then probably got 2 or 3 hours and it goes down behind the trees. And this is slick right here. So I'm going to have to salt it, but I'm probably just going to wait till tomorrow, and I'm just going to be working all weekend on it so I can hopefully go back to work Monday. So what's am I saying? It is what it is. So all right, so I'll either see you here in a little bit, or probably more likely I'll see you tomorrow morning. All right, take my edge tamers off now. Just wanted to show you real quick what I was talking about. You can see it's about a ½ inch. About a ½ inch. So your driveway would be right there. But that is making a difference because it's got at least that much of a layer of ice now on the whole driveway. So it's really hampering me, and it's making it kind of dangerous. We haven't had that bad. We had one other, when we first moved here, it was a snow/ice storm, but it wasn't like this. And the main thing was it didn't get down at nighttime. The temperatures didn't get down like they are right now. So right now, they say there's no wind chill right now. It's 24 degrees right now. When I woke up this morning, it was 17. That was about 6:30 this morning. Well, it stayed that way till probably about 9 o'clock, and it started going up. So temperature is supposed, like I said, rise. It's actually Sunday. Well, I need to look again, but they were calling for it to be about 38 degrees and sunny. So tomorrow, I really got to get out here. I'm hoping we don't get a whole lot more snow. I'm hoping we're more on the 3 inch instead of the 5 inch. They were a little bit off on the first round. They were calling for, and where we're at here, 6 to 10. And we only got maybe close to 6. But the bad part is if we get 5 more inches now, that'll, be close to 11 inches totally on the ground and the ice. So I decided I'm not going to go up to the road this late before dark. So I will wait till the morning and we'll reassess when we're going to get started. Well, I'll get started regardless, but it's supposed to stop tomorrow morning sometime, if I remember right. So check back with you tomorrow. Well, good morning. Getting prepared to hit the hill. Just got to get the snow off. I still haven't measured it. Looks like we got about another 3 inches, which is not bad. Actually makes it a little bit easier to walk around on it. But I've got to get that hill done, and there's certain parts where the ice is bad that my four-wheel drive truck was even sliding on. couple places right here where the driveway transitions around a corner and then starts heading down the hill, and then right across the creek bridge on up. It's pretty slick. So I'm gonna have to get some salt on it. Like I mentioned before, I finally found some salt, and I got 100 pounds of it. And what's going to be good about the whole thing is they're now saying it's well, I don't know that actually the TV I watched this morning, it was less than what my weather app that I look at, according to my weather app, which it's usually pretty right because it does your immediate area. It's saying it's going to be between 38 and 40 degrees tomorrow. So I really, and mostly sunny. That can come and go, I guess, but that's when, so hopefully I can do some thawing out, throw some salt on it and get it thawed out to where I can get my work van back out so I can go back to work. I can't drive my four-wheel drive truck. It's not going to, my position where I work, you know, you gotta have a work truck. So we're gonna get started and sit back and watch, I guess. Stay warm. Okay, as you might be able to tell, I haven't got a whole lot of footage, but what's going on is slipping and sliding on that ice. The ice is pretty daggone thick. I'm able to chop through it some places not. So, long story short, I'm going to get as much done as I can, which I'm about done on the hill as far as removal. And then I'm just going to take salt and cover that hill in salt. Temperature supposed to be rising. It's really not too bad out here right now. So I'm going to get that done. And then I'm going to start working on from right down there up to here where I'm at right now. It's going to end up being a long all day adventure, I guess. I really need a salt spreader, but I don't have one. So I just got to spread it out my hand, so that'll take a little longer. But hey man, we're just out here having fun, is that right? Yeah. Here comes the sun. Clouds are moving out for now. Well, there's clouds. But that sun is the best deterrent for this ice. I just looked a few minutes ago and it was 28 degrees. Barely, oh, sorry about that, take my glove off. There's barely a whisper of a wind right now. And there's a little bit, but so I think down there by my neighbor's cars, it's really slick there, just like up at our house. It's just where you try to drive on so much, and that's where I've been turning the tractor around and everything. So there's hardly any snow at all, and that's just ice. I'm not able to do anything. So I am now going to go up here, get the gator, put some salt up there at the county road. County road is pretty clear now, so that's a good thing. So if I can just get my driveway in shape between today, right now it's a little after 1:30. Between now and tomorrow afternoon, should be able to get my van out. Now I may go ahead, I'm sitting right here at the gravel pit right now. I may go ahead, once I get this part clear from where I'm at up to the trailer, I may go ahead and just pull my van down here. That way it's less to mess with in the morning, Monday morning. Because I generally leave about 5:30 in the morning. So if it's gonna ice up, and if it's icy, I'll just wait till, you know, it warms up a little bit. I'm not into sliding off the road in my work truck and stuff, so May seem like I don't know what I'm doing, but I think it's called being older and wiser. Yeah. So, all right, let's carry on. Let the sun shine in. Let the sun shine. Yeah, something like that. All right, I'm getting cold. All right, break time's over. It is almost 3:30, so I've got about an hour and a half, close to 2 hours before it starts getting dark. I am noticing where I exposed some of this ice. It's starting to break up a little easier now. I'm not going to have a choice but to mess up my gravel. We'll just have to get us a load as soon as we can, so I can start filling it in. You can see here, I can show you this. See how slick that is? I mean, that's like an ice rink. That's the way it was, or kind of still is, up at the road. Looking up there, looks like it's starting to slush up a little bit. So if we could just get the sun to come out, but it's gotten overcast again. So hopefully we're going to have a lot of sun tomorrow. I know it's supposed to get warmer, like I mentioned. So I'm going to concentrate for now on this area right here, right up to here, because I believe my plan is, of course, it may change because of the weather tomorrow, but I'm going to try to get the driveway where I can at least get my work truck and park it right here. That way, although I'd have to walk all the way down here, that's fine. If I got good driveway from here on out for a day or so, because it's supposed to get cold again. It's supposed to snow off and on the whole week coming up. But you know, inch here, inch there is what they're saying right now. So that's no big deal to me. To me. And so if I could just get this part today, then maybe go ahead and get a plow up a little bit. At this point, I'm not sure if I should just leave the snow that hit yesterday, because it's a real, you can see here, it's a real powdery snow. So it may actually help as far as traction goes. That's generally the way it goes around here, is, you know, unless we get the ice like we've got this time, is with those edge tamers, it leaves about a ½ inch between the snow and the gravel, and then your tires pretty much have pretty good traction. So live and learn, learn and live. You know, somebody, my buddy John on YouTube, he commented, he lives up there in Pennsylvania. He said he got changed for his, which is a great idea. Now that we've had this ice, that way I could at least have them, and if I need to, I can put them on. But up to this point, I haven't had to have them. We've been here since 2021. So, which we don't get snow like this. Well, we haven't had snow like this for a long time, as far as keeping you locked down. But it's been a couple years since we've even had significant snow. Last time it happened, I got caught on the road. Spent the night at a gas station because I couldn't get home. So I'm going to get at it, and I'll see you in a minute. Well, I'm not sure if I turned it off, turned it on, or what. In case you didn't get it, neighbor just got out. So that's a good sign for me and my work van Monday. We'll just keep at it and see what happens. Okay, I've worked this for about 45 minutes now, something like that. And it's just not going to get any better with my tractor. So I'll come back and scoop this up right here. But this is just, as you can see, thick, solid chew. I mean, you could go ice skating on that. That's so thick. So I am going to just have to, I'm trying to decide whether I want to salt now or wait, because I believe I may need to go to town in the morning maybe. So I don't want to ruin my salt job by possibly ruin it by driving over it. Maybe it won't, I don't know. But I'm gonna scoop this up. I'm almost used the one bag up just on that hill. So I got a bag and a little bit left that I bought yesterday, and I've got about a quarter to a half bag of salt that I already had. Got it up at the on the front porch, but I'm obviously not going to be able to salt my whole driveway. I never have. I usually just do the bad areas. It's usually not real bad right here though, but it is from where my tractor is at down through here on this, right where your tires are going to be. For the life of me, I've tried and tried, and it's just on enough angle to where it digs in. That's why all that's muddy right now. It just keeps digging in, and this, it won't do nothing. So I'm just going to have to salt that and hope for the best. And it was pretty bad down there on the other side of the bridge here. But I'm going to look at the weather. I'm really hoping that the sun shines tomorrow, because that's going to be the best thing for that right there. Just have sun on it. I know it's kind of hard to project on the video here why I'm so concerned, but it's like driving on a solid pond, except you're just on a space about as wide as your vehicle. And then from here, right in front of the creek there, where you see those rocks piled, that just drops off. That over there just drops off. Then you have the creek where you see all those trees, there's creek underneath that. And on the other side of the bridge, it drops off, and then drops off all the way up to where his car is sitting there. It's all snowed in. And then from there on, I mean, it's not too bad. You know, up this way, I mean, you're not in danger of anything over here until you get to where you turn to go down towards the garage. But that part is not too bad. It doesn't get bad again until you start going up towards where you park at. Now, I've still got to try to work that too. So there's just not enough hours in the day because it takes so long when it's slick like this. The last time we had a snow where I had to use the tractor, sometimes it doesn't even snow enough to do that. You just drive through it and you're fine. But I mean, it didn't take me 2 or 3 hours to get the whole driveway because it was not ice underneath of it. So, but this is a whole new ball game. So I'll have to get me a game plan from now on. And it sounds like the first thing I need to do is get me some chains. Definitely will probably be cheaper than getting 4 new tires put on. Different kind of tires. But anyway, see, it's slick here, slick here. Then you start getting to where it snowed, that powdery snow, it's not real bad. It actually gives you a little bit of grip. So I'm kind of inclined just to leave that on there for now. But right there where we parked the cars and my work van, I'll have to work it. So I'm going to, I may wait until the morning right at daylight, throw some salt down. I'm gonna have to look at the weather. This area here is pretty bad though. I believe this is worse than on the other side of the creek. So I think I really need to do something with this right here. All right, decision made. Well, good morning. This is Sunday, D-Day. I definitely, somehow, one way or other, I'm going to get out here and go to work tomorrow. Yesterday, when my camera was getting ready to die, what was I doing? I was getting ready to see if my box blade would work with the scarabs down, and it kind of did. It didn't hurt to do it like that. Let me go up here. I'm just now getting out. Let me walk up here and see what it looks like this morning. You can see down there where I took my box blade and got it a little chopped up. It doesn't take much, so I may do a little bit more on this side. May not mess with that at all. I did from there all the way down to the neighbor's house there. If you can see the hill down there, it doesn't look bad at all. So after that sun shines on it all day, it ought to be good. So I'm gonna do a little bit of, gotta do a little bit of plowing up that way, just a little bit. But I'm gonna clear this out. My plan is, depending on how my van acts when I go to bring it down here, I'm going to maybe park the van down here all night, but I'm going to bring both the vehicles, the car and the van, and park them down here temporary, take my tractor up there and clear all the snow out of that area, and should be able to get the car, but the car is front wheel drive. Now, I don't think the van is. Pretty sure the van's rear wheel drive. Don't really know. The car should get back up there all right once I get the snow cleared out. But I'm gonna try to, I'm not top priority to get, this is the actual road that goes down. My wife brought the other day, brought the gator up that way. I just followed it with the tractor. Was gonna start clearing that out yesterday evening before I realized it was still the yard. So you see this rock right here. So 1 inch of the driveway is like right here. And then the other edge right there. So it goes down this way. So that's where I need to, you can kind of see it where it's flat up there. So we was only about 10 foot off. But that's not top priority. Everything else is. If I have enough time left in the day, I'll get that, or I can get it after work or something. Because if I don't, yeah, I mean, it'll take that forever to melt. Because the weather tomorrow, Monday, is going to be pretty decent. It's going to be 33. But Tuesday, but it's going to drop down to 5 degrees. I don't know if that's with the wind chill or that's the actual temperature. Monday night it's supposed to be 5 degrees. Can't remember Tuesday's temperature, but it does start going up a little bit towards the end of the week. holding that camera wrong in. So we're gonna do what we can. Snowing is not supposed to be bad. We're supposed to get like dustings every once in a while or something. As long as we don't get no ice, man, we'll be okay. So, getting ready to start things up, warm them up, and get to it. All right. The box blade did a good job. I mean, it did exactly what it's supposed to do. But I drove over it with my gator, which is not like a regular vehicle, but we were bouncing all over the place. So all I did was I left everything the way it was, big chunks of ice, but I just, you know, back dragged it with my bucket just to smooth it out a little bit. Temperature should really be rising here in a little bit. Well, make it sound like it's going to get 80 degrees, but there's a little bit of a wind, I'd say between probably 5 and 10 mile an hour, just at times, which makes it a little colder. But like I mentioned earlier, it's supposed to get up around 38. And this part that I'm working on stays sunny almost all day. I'd say about an hour before dark is when the sun quits shining on you. So it's supposed to get sun on it all day today, and there's minimal clouds, so should work out good. The hill up there is fine, so all I got to do is manage driveway. So I think I had decided, like I said a minute ago, I am going to pull the vehicles down here. Then I can concentrate on getting that clear up there where we walk around, because it's not looking very good right now. Although I don't think I'm going to plow much anymore. It's kind of a hard decision because up there by the trailer, the sun doesn't shine until a little bit later, not like right here. So I may have to throw a little salt down, but I'm going to do that after I'm done with the tractor, of course. So I'm really getting tired of snow plowing. I just started salting, but I've never been a big fan. I need to get me a spreader. They actually make one for the gator, but then I'd have to get a whole lot more salt than 100 pounds. I don't mind driving as I mentioned before, I don't mind driving the snow on here. It's just the ice that's underneath of it that makes it hard to manage. So, but we're getting it little by little. All right, I'm in the truck. So this part right here where I'm going to back up, it's kind of iffy, and then when I turn in down there, it's kind of iffy, but it's warming up great. I didn't look to see the actual temperature, but it's supposed to be around 32 right now, and things are starting to melt a bit, so that's a good thing. So, yeah. So all right, let's see what we can do. All right, here we go. So far, so good. You know what, I was just talking, oh. I slid a little bit there. Everything's okay though, I believe. We'll look when we get down here. Yeah, that turn didn't go very well. I knew that bank was going to be icy right there, so I'm going to put some salt on that here in just a little bit. This one here, I'm going to stay as much to that. This turn is kind of sloped like that, so I'm going to try to stay as close as I can to the top, and then start drifting back over if possible. I still have it in gear, so I haven't put it in neutral yet. So far the only worst spot was where we backed up and turned there. All right, so now I got to get the car in here too, so I'm going to put this one over here as far as I can get it. I'm just going to go right on the angle right here. All right. All right. Got them both down here successfully. No harm done. Just bent my one mirror. Or I didn't bend it, but it folds in. Let me clarify that. Yeah. There you go. All right. Now, take the tractor. Gonna clean out the parking spaces up there. Then I'll salt that area. And after I salt, or no, after I clear it, I'm gonna try to get the blue car back up there again. I think I can, if I get a good running start. Once I get over this little crest right here, I mean, not floor it, but I'll go a pretty good clip, and then hopefully go back in the parking places. Then I'll throw some salt down. And as I'm saying that, there goes people from the city. You can see them. They're scraping one more time. They do a good job. They've had a hard job this time. On the Twitter thing, One of them's one of the guys working. His wife said that he had worked 80 hours in 4 or 5 days. Her husband had. That's a lot of hours. So that explains one reason they're not able to get to us real quick. But this time it was even worse because of all the ice. They said they couldn't, their trucks could only go like maybe 10 miles an hour because of the ice. And that's what happened with my tractor. Has had that problem because I don't have change, which I guess change would help. Is once you started getting just a little bit dug in to the ice, it just wouldn't go anywhere. So what's my old saying? It is what it is. All right, so let me get the tractor, get this area taken care of. Oh, Arthur, look, he don't like the camera at all. Come here, buddy. Come here. Come on, I'm not going to make you go in. He'd rather be outside than anywhere. We have to make him come in a couple hours at a time. Come here, buddy. He thinks I'm coming to get him to go inside. He's over here sitting in the sun, I guess. Come on, buddy. All right, I'll leave you alone. I'll leave you alone. All right. Time to get busy. Already gonna be a battle. Just wanting to slide. Which is alright if you're backing your car out. But when you're trying to come in, it's different. Alright. This ain't good. About the only angle I can come from, which is not good. I'm gonna try working side from this gravel area here. See if I can get some grip. Hard to tell how much money in gravel I'm throwing away. get this cleared off, I'll come from here this way to get this snow over here. Further back, I'm going to be back on the ice down here. Yeah, of course. I just get it down low enough to get some grip. Get this cleared out so I can put some salt down right over there. Hear that sun starting to shine there? I guess the one saving grace is it's supposed to be 33 tomorrow. And sunny, I believe, sunny. Something here. Can't go too far with it. That ain't bad. That's not bad. Raise the old box blade up a little bit here. Concentrate on this area right over here. I believe I can get to it now. If I get some of it cleared off like that, then it'll give me another angle to go with. I can turn around here in a minute and come back this way, as long as I can get back up the hill. Yeah, we're definitely gonna need some gravel. Trying to get underneath this ice. All that gravel. Money. Well, at least when the snow all melts, all of the gravel will be laying there. That did some good. Keep going just like that for a minute. Is actually going down. It's going that way and that way to keep the water going downhill that way. So when you try to go straight on like this side digging in, this side's up there. Doing is feathering it. I'm trying to keep from getting too much gravel. Tell it's a process. There we go again. It's slicker than snot out there. All right, guys. I see my battery went out a while ago, so I didn't get the blue car here. I came down and was going to take it back up to the house there, but I backed out, put it in drive, and it would not go anywhere. As I mentioned earlier, that's a solid sheet of ice. So I went back down a little bit, tried it again, and it's still doing the same thing. So I figured it'd be better just to leave it down here, at least for now. But I went ahead and finished a little bit of plowing, and then I put salt up there where I was slipping on the tractor a while ago, and now I'm getting ready to salt down here. And then I've got to get my truck de-iced from the top there. You don't want that stuff flying off the top of your vehicle going down the interstate or any road. That could really hurt somebody. It's pretty thick ice up there, but where it's been sitting all day, it ought to come right off. Bad part is, where it's a big van, I got to get a ladder to get it. So, or maybe I probably have to get a ladder out of my truck. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and salt this. The sun is already heading down behind the trees. As you can see, the days don't last long this time of year, so that's a bad part. But it's only supposed to get down in the high 20s tonight. Tuesday night's a different story, or Monday night, tomorrow night. It's gonna be 33 during the day and 8 degrees at night. So, but anyway, I'm gonna get started on the salting, and I'll talk to you in a little bit. Well, okay, everybody. This should be the end. This is what, the third? No. First one was the prep. 2 different plowing days, I think. This is the third or fourth video on, what do I call it? Snowmageddon. So I got my truck cleaned off, so I'm ready to go for the morning. I just put a bunch of salt down right here in this area so I can back up, and hopefully when the car is ready to go up to the house, you know, we really going to be, if Robin's going to go to town, she's going to be driving the 4-wheel drive for now. Only makes sense on this driveway. You know, that and our Dodge wouldn't go anywhere a while ago, so yeah, we're just gonna do what's smart, not what we want to do. She drives a truck. I don't know, she likes it, I guess, even though it's a Ford. She's not a Ford person, but I tell you what, that old truck's been a lifesaver. It's got 300 and something thousand miles on it, rebuilt transmission. I'm not sure about the top part of the motor, but it runs really good. And that 4-wheel drive, man, is, as long as I'm able to, I'll never have another vehicle that's not 4-wheel drive. So anyway, I'm getting pretty tired. I still got the truck, the said truck we're talking about. I still got to get the newest snow off of it so Robin will be able to go when she wants to. And then, like I said, that's going to be it for this series, I hope. So appreciate you if you watched all of them. I appreciate it. If you didn't, go back and watch them. I try to make it as entertaining as I can. And I mean, that's our channel. I mean, we don't create content to put on the channel. Content creates itself, and we just put on there what we're doing, our everyday life. So we appreciate you, and we'll see you next time. God bless.